Praise be the rain.
In the morning.
Let's go.
Praise be the rain. Let's go. Oh, Jesus.
What? What I do?
Fuck's sake.
I don't know, the fact that you're grayer than sin?
Oh, well, shit. It's a disguise, partner.
Jesus Christ. Alright, forgive me, actors of the boys' room, before we go ahead and start talking. Right, I'll meet you out there.
Good lord.
Apologies for the tardiness.
You alright?
We had a very impressive meeting
With who?
Impressive.
with Tiny Tony.
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah, I heard he's coming back around.
Goes without saying that nothing I'm about to say in the next 5 seconds can be said to anyone anywhere.
Of course.
The recipe for genuine heroin has been solved.
Oh.
God damn it, partner.
And the only man who knows how to make it has agreed to sell it exclusively to us, and depending on how his meeting with the Obidados goes, to them. That way, the two parties, us and the Obidados, can corner the market and decide the price.
You told me that fella figured it out and then fucked off for a year?
So what he told us is he never fucked off. He was spending all of his time trying to figure it out. And he just figured it out.
Interesting. Okay.
How much does he want for the recipe?
Hasn't said.
He ain't gonna sell that.
No,
That
well,
recipe's
we're not
low
even trying to
gold.
buy the recipe from him. We didn't even ask.
Yeah.
We're happy to just buy it off of him. I do want the recipe, but we're happy to just buy the stuff off of him. He's gonna give it to us for a cheaper amount, you know, because we're selling it wholesale. But yes, we do have another person in the field who is currently looking for the recipe, who has agreed to sell the recipe to us in exchange for never making it or giving that information to anyone.
Is that Rockwell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who has also spoken with Tony and has said he has figured out, or he's close to figuring out the recipe, and he wants to get into bed with Tony. I have a theory that the only reason Rockwell is trying to get into business with Tony is to find Tony's recipe so that he can bring it back to us. Because he doesn't know how close we are with Tony, so he's trying to swindle Tony to bring us the recipe. So hello everyone.
Hello.
Howdy.
How are we doing?
We're alright, I think. Hey, close these barn doors.
I like your white hair.
Appreciate it.
Honestly, you could not even wear the mask. Just the hair difference alone between you two would throw anybody off.
Yeah. Yeah, just every little bit of precaution I can. Only thing that's worrying me is eventually I'm going to have to come up with some sort of fake voice that goes along with this persona, but dodging it for as long as I can.
Just say whatever Mandarin words you know. They don't have to make sense. Ni hao bu weile, mother.
That's going to come out so much worse. Ni hao, dumpling, fried rice.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Oh my
not
God.
Mandarin.
Well,
Oh my
that's all I
god.
know.
Maybe just no.
你好，大手万岁，老百姓。
There you go. There you go. Then when people ask, what are they saying? We say, oh, she hasn't learned English yet. She's right off the boat.
There we go.
Mother, ni owing sao ni ma. It's like, fuck you, what's wrong with you? Fuck your mother. Mr. Wade's been pissing all day today. It takes him so long. I wish Bailey would have taken a sword to his dick and opened it up a little bit more.
Oh my lord.
You should have seen it. Him and Bailey, when I say they sword fought, I mean they literally sword fought. Like, full-blown sword fight. Not like one of them got dropped in a sec. I mean, they were swinging on each other back and forth, parrying, fucking... Mr. Wade fucking ran her through. McMurphy hit me in the head like 10 fucking times with that stick. Then Jin grabbed him and I pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the neck.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like y'all have had a real busy day.
And Ailish got pummeled into the ground. And I ate Butch's horse.
What?
From
I
both
ate it.
ends at the same time.
Hell
Me
yeah.
and Way spit roasted Butch's horse and ate it from both ends.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that just skit?
Huh? Oh, yes. Skit's a whole other fucking conversation.
Fucking idiot. Anyway, I digress. Shall we go upstairs? Get our feet off of the fucking horse shit?
Upstairs?
Up second
Up the
floor.
ladder.
Eat my
Up
ass.
ladder?
Up ladder.
You're gonna make me go up a ladder?
Yeah, go ahead, ladies first. Hi, Isa.
Thank you.
Ah, hello. Such a gentleman. You need help? You good?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'll manage.
Smells like piss, so we call it the pee room.
What?
I didn't know you were a master rhymer.
Oh, you know, I have my moments.
Alright. Well, sorry for the wait, to get over here. Respond back
That's
to your
all right.
telegrams. We had ourselves a very interesting meeting. One that came a little bit more impromptu than we had imagined, but boy, was it educational.
We heard a little bit of it. Sounds like it was.
Indeed. But this meeting is one to take precedence. So thank you all for coming. Where to begin? Alright. The reason to why both parties are here is to discuss the future. Ladies and gents, the future. What that is going to entail overall for not only Taipan, the Crossroads, but more importantly you, Xiaoyang sir. There's been much conversation that has happened between both of our groupings, revolving around the matter. The goal overall for this conversation is to clarify, to understand, and for those who need to give certain perspectives need to be given so that way we can find the best solution moving forward to the desires of the many. Sister Isabella. Many moons ago, you were given a mandate. A mandate that was not wanted but needed. due to your position, your feelings upon that position, and your desires overall as a whole. It is with deep consideration and planning and respect that I brought you over to Hong Rock and gave you such a mandate to which you dutifully accepted. And with the graciousness and acceptance of that of the Crossroads, you have been able to solidify your position not only inside of their company, but as well as a watchful eye, while you fulfilled your mandate. Before I continue, a line of questioning needs to be put on the forefront. Cecil, Ali, after our conversation with you the other day, have you spoken to Isabella since?
No,
About it?
We have
No.
not, no.
we have not.
Okay. Then I'll start with you, Isabella. Understanding your mandate and the people that are here in front of you now, those who have stood beside you in times of war, in times of business, in times of good memories and the bad. With all of us here and now, what is it that you desire?
What I desire is to return, to stand by your sides, whether it be war, business, anything. That is what I desire.
Understood. When you have brought the conversations up to us, Isabella, about this, to Bai Li and to myself, we have been stern and steadfast about the how, the when, and the why. Today you will leave this barn knowing all of that. There's been a lot of confusion. And unfortunately, due to the fact of the conflicts that we've had to face, it has been difficult for us to be able to speak openly on these things. Because the environment to which we dwell in demands that we are considerate of each other's amenity towards each other. Some of the things that you have brought up to us, Isa, was about how the Crossroads' standards make it difficult for you to fulfill your duties. Would this be correct?
I wouldn't say it made things difficult to do my duty. My concern is I do not want to put any backlash onto them.
Understood. Ali, Cecil, what is the number one thing that you yourself within the Crossroads believe in as a standard that you uphold high above everything else?
No dealing in information.
Correct.
This is a standard that we've all come to respect. There was a time when me and Bai Li were not fully understanding about that overall because it was possibly conflicting to your mandate. To be very, very clear, as we are all sisters and brothers to the Dark Show, Ali and Cecil understand your mandate. Your mandate is as such. Anything that would be of the benefit to Taipan and its plights would indeed be forwarded to us. At no point in time, and tell me if I'm wrong there, lady and gent, did these two think and or say that you could not tell us things. Your mandate is different than the standard that they have put through. Their standard applies to what comes in and out of the crossroads. Not have anything to do with your mandate as Xiaoyong Sir. Ali and Cecil have a lot of respectable leadership qualities, and they are stern, and it's expected. Your position as Xiaoyong Sir underneath their banner is to make sure that you find the best balance for your duties of the mandate, as well as also making sure that you keep them in consideration about how you work. When we met, we cleared that up so that way we all knew exactly what we were looking for and what we wanted. Your mandate is something that I had to curate. I had to drum up. One to keep you alive, and the other to prove yourself that you could handle the mandate. It was a gift. That gift unraveled was a punishment. I told you that day on Home Rock that there has been only one other that has ever left, and there has only been one other who has played the role of the Shadow. And their circumstances were abundantly different. And I told myself that day when that one man walked away from the society that I would never do it again. But as with deep consideration and overall the intrinsic value that I have put inside of you, that it would not allow you to toss away what you have earned and what you have obtained. And that is what is beyond Taipan. Ali and Cecil were always on the consideration list of being a part of the society. And the only reason why they were not asked the question is because they had their own ambitions out west. And they made that very clear to myself and Bai Li. Those days in the meetings of Blackwater and then some, the last thing we wanted to do was to be a hindrance to their growth. There are things that these two had to be made privy. Keyword had. Because for this to work out for you, they needed to be let in. And I am so glad, I am honored that they sat there before me and accepted what was on those documents that day. And me and Bai Li rejoiced when they answered the question to us. All of these things fast-tracked so that way you would stay alive. so that you could fulfill your oaths. It has been a few months since you took that oath and that mandate. And now, with the past conversations that we have had, you now want to come back to the manifold of Taipan. This is a difficult situation we find ourselves in. And there is not one good choice in it, unless heavy and deep consideration is taken in. Everyone here has been thinking and drumming up a way to figure out what the how is on how we approach these things. You have your wants, and we have our needs. I would like to open up the conversation now to the rest of you. I've spoken my piece. Isabella needs to hear your thoughts and your words, so we might be able to deduce the right solution.
Well, we had reservations going into this, even from the start. I mean, I don't know if you were privy to this, Isabella, but it's not like Wade just came to us and asked us to bring you in, and we said, yeah, sure, that sounds good. I mean, we mulled this over for a long time. And a big part of it was because the fact that we're building something new. There's a lot more that goes into that in our reputation and how we are perceived than someone like Taipan, who's got years and years of a track record and strength. This is exactly what our fear really was of bringing you in. So a couple months down the line, you going back to Taipan and us trying to have to salvage our appearance. Because as you can see, I mean, there's a whole damn war going on in our home right now. And neither side is taking issues with us because of our reputation that we've been able to uphold thus far. A crack in that reputation brings danger. Not to Taipan and not to you, but to everyone who's left. There was a telegram that one of us received today. I don't remember who it was. But y'all mentioned something about our names coming up in the conversation with Gallows Hill.
That was me.
Mind filling me in on what happened there?
During the gunfight we last had with Garros here, we were at the rundown fort near the Kawasa River. As I and Mr. Wade were down by the stones firing up at the palisades, Bailey stood on the walls. We were shit-talking back and forth. Something along the lines of, we're gonna go after Freddy or something. And they said, yeah, well, after this, I'm gonna go after Isabella and Ali and Cecil. And I said, if you want to start another war with a separate group, go ahead, by all means. I said that rather than saying don't do that, because I didn't want to play into it. She could have been fishing for information. But I found it strange that they would say it so clearly, to say you, in order to get at us to go attack you. I was under the assumption that you and them, despite their suspicions, had a reasonable relationship.
As was I.
It could have just been Bailey being obnoxious. It could have been Gallows Hill fishing for information, hoping we said something that gave it away. I don't know.
How long ago was this?
3 days, 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, our conversation with Alec was like, what? Oh, almost a week ago at this
A
point?
week, yeah.
I
Just so
don't even
you're
know
aware.
Bailey.
Yeah, I don't know her at all. This is a conversation I'm going to have with them. They know we do business and that we have a relationship. I don't think it's far-fetched for y'all to have passed this information along to us for me to go have a conversation with Gallows Hill about it.
Yes, it would be the most believable thing for you to do would be to bring it up and say, hey, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Right. That's
But
rather confusing. We thought we were fine. Like we
yeah, I
haven't.
was saying something along the lines of, I'm going to go to Ireland and I'm going to find all your cousins, McMurphy, and I'm going to fuck them up. And that's what they responded
Oh.
with. Is we're going to, well, after this, we're going to go find Isabella and Ali and Cecil.
Sure. That's a good conversation we can have with them. But once again, going into that conversation, that's us putting our necks out again for everything we built and for Isabella.
Right.
In saying that we are separated. If Isabella ends up with Taipan, any conversation we've done there doesn't matter.
We would have all
We
gone
are
to shit.
liars.
Agreed. The plot unfortunately thickens with Bailey's words. Because you know for a fact if she wasn't there for the conversation and she does have her suspicions. Either because of what that probably would have added fuel to the fire.
Maybe.
Oh, it's just, you know how rumors are. Somebody says one thing one time and the entire group runs with it. It could be a running joke amongst the group, and she just happened to let
Which
it
it
slip.
could be, but there's a difference between a joke and a threat. That's saying you're going after my people.
Right.
That changes the tone of the conversation that we have with the Bobby. And this goes from a friendly, I promise, and you have my word, we have no issues. Now this conversation is if you want issues, you can come fucking get them.
Well, let's think about this from another angle. If you do have that conversation and it is sour, that would give reasonable doubt as to why you might be more friendly with us or why Isabella might come over. Because then you can argue that, well, you picked a fight with us, so naturally we're allying with Taipan.
It could, but I can't lie to you. That's not what I want. I don't think that's what's in the best interest of my people. If it does go that way, sure.
I imagine, neutrality is the Crossroads' primary principle, right? You want to continue to do business with everyone.
Of course. As best we can.
Indeed. But that is indeed the perfect world. And if we know anything about dealing with Gallows Hill, they may, with the situation they find themselves in, might come with you with fire and accusatory words, and they'll expect an answer. And if they don't like it, then they'll move forward with that.
No, there is another option, and it's far-fetched. But it's worth considering. And maybe this is another perfect world scenario, but what if Isabella, using her candor and her history with Gallows Hill, just went up to them and said, listen, I still hold feelings for Taipan, and I still want to work with him. I haven't given information on you to them since being outside of their company. I want to be honest and tell you that I am going to be working with them again in the future. would honesty and forthrightness lend credence to any kind of respect they might show Isabella? Would they say, I respect that you came and told us this?
Once
Would it
again, towards
convince
Isabella,
them?
yes. Towards us, no.
It would then
Because
be
now it looks like we've done nothing but lie to them.
Well,
Mhm.
not necessarily. If Isabella says, listen, I haven't done anything for Taipan while I've been away. I haven't given information. I haven't worked for them, neither has the Crossroads. I haven't said that I want to go to Taipan whilst being with the Crossroads, but I still have feelings, blah, 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 sentimentality. Please don't blame them. It's just another option.
Don't get me wrong. If that works perfect, it's not the worst option. But it still comes back to us looking incompetent at the least. Of
You could
us swearing up
always,
and down that Isabella no longer had a relationship with y'all, that you and her were at odds.
well, publicly we were for a time, but that was months ago.
Exactly.
So
Sure.
you could reasonably, you know how the crossing is.
Mm-hmm.
Things move quickly.
I do.
You could also throw it back to Isabella's reputation. Now, whether this is true or not, Isabella does have a reputation for bouncing around. You could say, well, she bounced from Julius to Taipan, and then she bounced from Taipan to us, and now she's just bouncing back. It's the way she is.
That would be a believable narrative.
It would.
But
Which is possible. And even
It's-
if we did go about doing that, I'd prefer to see her spend some time on her own before going straight to y'all.
In the idealist of worlds, Isabella would leave publicly and spend a great deal of time alone, and then come back to us. But of course, that leaves out Isabella's own needs, which are valid regardless of our needs in comparison.
Correct.
I do think there's a point to make that it's obviously she wants to be around y'all more. I don't think it's any secret that me and Allie wish we were around y'all more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. Y'all are my brothers. I mean, it kills me knowing you're all fighting a war that I'm not able to actively participate in because of the decisions that me and Allie have made to separate ourselves. But this war has been fighting for a long time and is coming to an end. That time of us being able to be around each other more openly and candidly is approaching. And I do think it's a shame to make any decision that may impact us, y'all, or Isabella before we actually get to the point where we're seeing the light at the end of that tunnel.
I would agree wholeheartedly. If the option overall that, and this is pending the conversation, if Cecil and Ali approach Alec about what was said that day during the gunfight, then it goes sour. That's a whole different scenario overall as a whole. If it ends amicably, then the second option about having Isabella approach him and then leave, the crossroads, spend her time alone, is indeed another option. But that is two conversations that could have 1,000 different outcomes, if not navigated appropriately. It's going to take an extreme amount of humbleness for you to keep your calm, Cecil. Especially if he has to throw fire and accusatory words at you. And beyond that, it's if you decide you want to have that conversation end positively. It depends on Alec. He is the unknown variable. After the fact, it's the new Isabella. You have to approach these people and make it sound so fucking convincing that is truly your want, your desire, and how you're going to approach it.
Well, you also can't be too stern about it. Because if you say, I hate Taipan and I never ever want to see him again, that's a problem.
Agreed.
As much as if you said, I love Taipan and they're my best friends, it would equally be a problem. You need to leave the door open. You need to say things like, since leaving Taipan, I have been committed to the Crossroads. I did have a falling out. We did argue. We have since, maybe you could say we have since made up. But I am committed to my work out west. Something along those lines that leaves the door open.
It would have to be perfect.
Another thing is, Gallows Hill likes to fall back on, well, our subordinates did that, and if we were present, we wouldn't have done that. When they kidnapped and tortured Janeway, they said, oh, well, that was TJ and the others. If we were there, that wouldn't have happened. Well, Mick was there when Bailey said what she said. He was right beside her. He didn't repeat it, but he was standing right there. I would stress to Alec, if it is Alec that you speak to, that Alec was there, not Alec. Mick was there and present for Bailey saying these things. Therefore, in a way, he endorsed it. They cannot use the excuse of, well, this happened without my supervision.
And that goes for the both of you in your conversation. That's a useful point, Bailey.
These people will run circles around you with their words. They will pretend and make excuses. You have to corner them when you speak to them.
And at the exact same time, it can seem like it's rehearsed. You gotta face them with a good heart, but be full of mind.
First thing they're gonna say is, oh, so Taipan told you about that. And then they're gonna try and paint it like we have a relationship because we told you about it. You're gonna have to say, well, yeah, of course they told us about it. They're at war with you. They're hoping we enter into a war with you as well. That's how you need to paint it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your conversation, Isabella, cannot happen before ours.
Indeed.
No.
The timeline has to be just right.
No, I understand.
That way the proper tension is built the right way.
And even then, I'm still not convinced on that conversation. Maybe with Alec and Mick, sure. But bleeding your heart out in front of them,
That can come later. We need to assess the field first. We need to figure out how your conversation goes. We need to figure out what they think, how they react. We need to figure out how this war goes. If things start to progress even quicker, then there may be no need for Isabella to leave so quickly. But as it stands, if I had to guess, this war's got another month in it.
Indeed. That is another appropriate topic, is the time. Isabella, if you were to come back to Taipan, it's not going to be today. It's sure as hell not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be a week from now or 2 weeks now. The consideration and the planning going forward for this to be organic. Full organic. Has to have the right time in mind. Things right now between Gallows Hill and Taipan are extremely tense, and they are extremely paranoid. Especially after the first war council, they know what is coming, and we have plans to enact. Giving them any reason to think that you are something beyond just the bleeding heart, and that you're wanting to just make peace and leave, or whatever have you, it's not going to work in their eyes, and it's sure as hell not going to work in any of ours. What you can rejoice in knowing is that I myself, your Daga, have been making myself comfortable with the idea of taking this mandate away from you. Because to be honest, do I think it's fulfilled? No. Do I think you've succeeded? No. There's not to discredit your work, but it's the growing that needed to be done is what's important.
I would have to concur.
Seeing your brothers and sisters bleed from afar, I can only imagine is tough, but that was the goddamn point. You made a choice. And I had to make a choice. You were going to be destined to be with the crossroads until I reached my hand back out to you and said, welcome back home. Your mandate is over. And you pick up the same one that you had before, the first gift that I had given you. Understand the weight of mine and Miley's consideration, as well as those that are in front of you. It is important that you understand that this is life or death. Because when the Dashou doors, when those gates open to you again, they will shut behind you. And they will not open up again. You need to come to terms with the reality of that as soon as you walk home, you will die as a member of the Dashou. There will be no running from any of this. You will face it head on. Because I do not want to hesitate in thinking that the lady that is next to me, that is by my side in gun, sword, word, or desire, is going to falter in any capacity. I refuse. Do you understand what I am telling you?
I understand.
Then I believe we all understand each other. The weight of this decision affects everyone. There is far more to lose than there is to gain. Both of our groupings are fighting wars or in the middle of wars that are spanning the entirety of the crossing. We already have so much shit on our plate. Adding more heaps of it is going to do nothing but make us all live more uncomfortable lives. No matter how you cut it, Xiaoying, sir, the crossroads needs you. They want you. And that should speak volumes. Having 1 foot inside of Taipan and its issues, and then having 1 foot inside of the crossroads, takes balance. And I'm not just talking about the essence of the issues. When you are with them, you give them all of you. When it comes to things that need to be known for us, you give us everything. There's no more of this that I want to return home. There's no more that I want to come and fight these battles. I have soldiers. I have warriors. I need to know that if I put that blade inside your hand, that it's going to stand steadfast when the time is right and never falter again. Now when the time is right, and you do come home, I know you won't fail me. You will not fail the Dashou. Because I'm going to make sure of it. in the next coming month or two, pending the conversations that you have, Cecil Neri, with that of Gallows Hill, and depending on how that goes, and the conversation that you have, Issa, that is the most realistic plan overall that can happen. Bailey's words will be the downfall and the gift given to us to help us navigate this situation with grace. If all goes well, then the timeline of you returning home will be shorter. If it doesn't, you need to make sure that you make yourself abundantly okay with the idea that you are not on your time. You are on all of ours. And that is with deep consideration that you are.
Isabella, we will do everything that we can to get you home. But it's going to take some time, like I said.
I'm not expecting it to happen, as we said. Not tomorrow, not next week, none of that. I'm
I understand.
not expecting any of that.
I know.
There are two
Yes,
things we
go ahead.
need. One is that the best way for you to help us is to help yourself. And two, the second best way for you to help us is to fulfill one half of that mandate which pertains to reconnaissance. Obviously, being affiliated with the Crossroads makes that difficult. You do not want to risk their reputation. But you are a Westerner now. If you ride about to and fro through Armadillo hunting birds, no one will think twice about you stopping in the saloon and saying hello to everyone there and noting down every name and description of every person who's interacting there. No one will think twice about you going into Valentine. No one will think twice about you going into Blackwater, speaking to Delaney, speaking to anyone that has a foot in any market that is ours. Little bits of information about who is going where and what else is going on in the crossing that does not pertain to our conflict. These are things that we cannot ascertain ourselves because we are too busy focusing on what is nearest. And that kind of information goes a long way. So long as we all respect the reputation of the Crossroads, everything that you do, everywhere you are seen, every conversation you have, needs to have plausible deniability. It needs to make sense so that no one can point their finger and say, she's an informant.
One thing I would ask Isabella to make this crystal clear between all three of us is anything that you do pass along, you at least pass to either Cecil or I, just so that if anything does happen, we also know so that we can be in the same loop.
No, of course, of course.
That way, God forbid, someone's coming at us and we actually know what's going on, so we're better prepared if we need to defend you.
Agreed. The one thing that I want to make clear, the Da Show is the past and the present. but the crossroads. That is the future. If Bai Li and I are to die, fighting this good fight, or if Khan, or Tao, or Hai Jing, or Jin, or anybody else, and to leave this earth, and Taipan is to cease. Being Bai Li will smile, drawing our last breath, knowing that the Da Shou will live for 10,000 years.
I'll show one sway.
Da Shou one's way.
Dasha
Show
once
one's
way.
way.
Da Shou one sway. We need to keep that mantra alive. You are our legacy. You are the very thing that we are fighting for. And we all do our part. So as it stands, Cecil, Ali, you two are to have your conversation with Gallows Hill. Report back either in person or a telegram to both I and Bai Li. Let us know how it goes. From there, the pending timeline for your conversation, Isabella, will start. Then you will meet with Alec, and you will speak with him. Or Mick, one or the other. Make it clear, we'll go from there. Then, the time from there is the distance from the crossroads and Taipan, or as long as it needs to be. If this war ceases before then, then being around each other is going to be a lot easier. And we won't even necessarily have to even worry about much of what is to be via this timeline. Think about how you are going to approach this, knowing what you know. I have taught you all. I've been your sure fool for quite some time. If there's anything that I have taught you, Lord, it is how to command a room. Walk in there. Give them a show. But bend their will.
When the sun begins to set, and the moon comes out, when it becomes full, it begins to wane. Yin and yang, everyone. Taoism. Do not mistake yin and yang for balance. It is not about balance. It is about inevitable change. We are on the eve of great change, all of us. Soon this conflict will be over. It will be bloodiest in the end, but it will be over. And when it ends, prosperity will be abundant. Our relationship with the crossroads will be as it was before conflict began. We will walk hand in hand together. We will do business. We will be seen together. All of us can walk back and forth from Thieves Landing to Saint Denis without a second thought. And I have a great many ideas, a great many ambitions for all of us. We need patience.
Ho. Pinhole.
I'm not sure if any of what I just said made sense. I have
It did.
possible brain damage. It's not true. The doctors say my brain wasn't affected.
Oh, dear me.
They do say there's something wrong with my nerves, though. I can't seem to open my left eye. But they say this might pass.
Sounds
Is
about
there,
right.
is there anything y'all need from us that we can provide you with? I mean, funds, ammunition.
Do you want to go kill Gallows here with us?
Well, I mean, shit, let us have a conversation with them and see how it shakes out.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Murdoch and Evans still got a bow in Chinatown. See if they hold to their word, which they are famously known not to do so. And if they do not do so, then yeah, maybe we'll need some help or something.
We got another new folk around that we're vetting out, so
Mhm.
we're doing well on our end. Y'all just reach out if you need us.
It would put a smile on my face to see you all riding with a solid group of 5 or 6
We were earlier.
every day.
Happened today.
Mhm.
Yep.
The growth is imminent.
And that was without me around, too.
Mhm.
Hall, sure the hall.
You will find that neutrality is especially difficult to garner loyalty. People like action, people like movement, sitting still, thinking. These people are hard to come by.
Yep. So,
They are.
why it's taking us so long to get up and moving, but we've always said anytime I've ever talked with anyone, I'm not like any other group that, even no offense to y'all, but see someone is willing to do a little bit of work and I'm going to let them know they can come along with us. We don't operate like that. You got to be around. You got to show me a lot before I'm going to let you ride beside us. So getting more and more of those folk around, building something that hopefully will actually last.
Yeah, let's if Clay stops bringing war to your doorstep.
Well, that's a different fucking idiot for a different day.
Do you think, realistically, the meeting with Grover, Duke, Clay and Whiskey, and Cecil and I would work?
I do. I think this is a very petty conflict that could easily be solved if some more intelligent minds just stepped into it and said, hey, this is dumb as hell. Would it not be more beneficial for all of us to work together in Thieves Landing?
I agree.
It's really just 2 idiots being rude to each other. That's it.
Yeah.
Get them in a room together and have them box it out and have both parties agree that whoever wins, regardless of who wins, it's over.
That's if you have to even resort to such archaic solutions. But, I mean, at the exact same time, the West has its own ways of dealing with issues. I mean, Cecil, you'll know better than anybody else. So,
I do.
I
It's also
understand
possible you encourage business between the two. During this meeting, if Clay can offer something of, we do this business that we could help you with, or we will buy your drugs, or something like this. You know, there are 1,000 ways to solve this. It seems like such a non-issue.
There is.
I think that's what gives us so much pause, is the fact that it does seem like such a non-issue.
Mhm.
Seems like 2 children squabbling over
It does.
nothing. So puts us in an awkward situation of watching toddlers fight and just wondering what the fuck they're doing.
I have more and more Olvidados come up to me. I mean, just yesterday, Rex came up to me. It was just like, Allie, I hope you know that we respect you. If there's anything that you need, you let us know. I mean, this is just, it seems petty.
Yeah, well, maybe next time they say that to you, you just say, I just need this to be over. I just need this conflict to be over because it's not beneficial to Thieves Landing and it's not beneficial to our business.
I think that'll work out as a good starting point for us when we have that conversation, to mention that both sides have reached out to us and asked whatever we need they're willing to do, except for it seems to be put down their weapons.
I would also say something along the lines of, the more groups we have here living in harmony, the stronger Thieves Landing will be when other groups from out east come or the law comes. If we can't trust our neighbors to look out for us in emergencies, then what does the world come to?
Hmm. My issue right now is them coming to my doorstep saying that they've lived here and they've been sleeping here, and I haven't fucking seen them all week
Yeah, they don't live there.
because they don't live there.
They lived in Tumbleweed, and then they said they were living in Thieves, but they never were.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you pass out there a time or two, it don't mean you live there.
Mm-hmm.
It is that nomadic mentality. I mean, the West itself is born of people who have made homes, and they are very prideful of their homes. They see something like Thieves Landing and see that it's a growing microcosm inside of the West. They want something from it, or they feel entitled to it. I think the common ground is that we are all Westerners. Thieves Landing can be a place where you can find respite, a place where you can find business. We don't want to bring war here, but it should be the same mentality in Armadillo, Tumbleweed, Fort Mercer, Rathskeller.
Yeah.
If we can't come to terms with each other, then we're just going to cannibalize ourselves. Well, the East struggles already with what we are doing with Gallows Hill. We are cannibalizing ourselves as we see fit. And that is the narrative overall that the law sees it as, and probably many others. They don't understand the fight. Just like how you lot don't understand the fight. Or maybe in the fact that you do, because of the fact that ego is playing a role in it. If you can ground them, there can be progress that can be made.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
would just
agree.
mention there are 3 points to use. 1, lean on their respect for you. 2, establish the benefits of the conflict ending and of there being harmony in Thieves. And 3, establish or stress how petty this is to begin with. And if you can successfully establish those 3 points in a conversation, I mean, they'd have to be crazy to continue on with it.
Yep. We'll do our best. Clay's been reaching out wanting to have a meeting anyways, so see if he's still around tonight. It'll be a topic for us to bring up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know we'd like to work towards a sit down between the 2 leaders of all 3 groups.
That'd be good.
I would like Duke there if possible, but I don't know if Grover will allow that to happen. But we can try and push for it.
Having Duke would be good, but I've also understand that Grover is the mouthpiece. At times, especially when they're in a group.
Yeah.
Duke is a good talker. Every time I've seen him, or met with him and Duke, or him and others, if he is the one who is headlining the business, he's got a level head. But I can't speak for the rest of them. I don't have enough experience with Grover to know.
Yeah.
But it seems like you lot do. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And if there's anything that you need from us in any capacity, even if that's just extra ears in that room, if they would even consider it as mediators, like Miley said prior to, we will be there. Post haste.
I would like to have a meeting with the Ovidados ourselves, and 1, ask what's going on, and 2, establish that we have a working relationship with both groups as well. And simply lending our hat in the ring and establishing that we respect both groups, and then you coming out and saying, well, we respect both groups, it could go a long way.
It could be doable, all 4 groups sitting down and having this conversation. Because your perspective, regardless of our inner workings, is the same as ours. I mean, it's 2 of your best business partners going at it for no fucking reason. It seems stupid, so it would make sense.
It's also 2 of your biggest buyers and suppliers standing against you and saying that you're being fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
As far as anything we got going on, the only other concern, the big reason we went and distanced ourselves, and we've been doing it, so we might keep it that way. When it comes to Lane, Ain't no one seen hide or tail from him in about a month. So, to be honest, if he comes back and wants to start spouting top hand puppet shit again, I really don't care, regardless. If that's what he wants to say, he can say it after whatever finish is done with you and the Pavi. Once that gets wrapped up, I see no issue of us returning back to the way we was. So,
Oh yeah, and if if he happens to show himself in Thieves' Landing and you happen to send us a telegram, I'm sorry for the bullets in Thieves' Landing. Because I will find him wherever the hell he is, and out of respect for you, I'm letting you know, wherever he is, he dies.
sure.
Hall. I'm sure the hall. Well, on to the last bit of business. You want an elephant rifle?
Oh, yeah.
What?
The hell do you want? Do you have a buyer
Huh?
for it?
It's a
Me.
gift.
It's a gift.
Gay? Okay, so it's a gift.
I'm
All
sorry.
right.
We like to provide our people with things.
That's what you sound like, Cecil. So,
You might sound like that too. You ever pay someone?
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Can I talk to you over here for a second?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he's in for a world of hurt.
I pay my employees
I've
just
been in that
fine
hot seat
with opportunity as well
Have
as
you?
also
many times.
good teaching.
Oh dear.
Have you been a good student?
I'm pretty sure I have because I pay my students in money that puts food on their tables.
Oh, so you're better than me now. Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean,
You're better than me, better than me because you pay people what, an expensive exotic guns? Is that it?
Sometimes, yeah, when
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
that they
Oh,
deserve it, you know.
Yeah. So, when all those guns that I have inside that auction room that are, waiting to be sold and all that money that I'm going to hand you, I'll remember when it's going to be done with a frown and not a smile, you fucking ungrateful motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Who you fucking throwing hands at, you big fucking goddamn lummox? I swear to... he punches like a fucking moose. Fuck you. Fuck. Goddamn disrespectful student. I am your sheriffle, alright?
I'm so sick of you.
You sick of me? I'm fucking sick of you, alright? Only in this moment, other than that, I love you. Now get off here, I'll punch you in the
I
face.
love you. Oh, fuck you.
You fuck man. Don't you touch me again. That's disrespectful. And where I come from, hitting your master is no good. I'm gonna
Well,
be emotional now.
Listen, how about you go and pay some people and I won't have to put hands on you
Don't
again, okay?
tell me what to do with my wallet, alright? Don't tell me what to do with my fucking wallet.
So, lovely weather we're having.
It's not bad.
Yep. Oh, pretty nice.
Oh. How much you want to buy that for?
Well, it doesn't have to be immediately. I'd like to maybe work this weekend to get a little extra money so I'm not blowing it all on an elephant rifle. What's the lowest that you would sell it to me?
That's not how haggling works.
No,
I've
it's...
taught you better than this, Ellie.
I know.
The fuck, man. Stupid.
I know. I mean,
Who is it for?
Cassian.
Oh, I
For
can put
his
some money.
initiation.
I can put some money in for that
The
as well.
hell did he want that for?
No, so
Shut up
for...
Murdoch's ass?
I mean, fuck at this point. I mean, 11,000?
You said 11,000?
Mm.
Alex.
What? I don't know. I'm sorry. God, it's late.
Hooray.
It's late.
Do I
Give
need
me
to have
a
a talk with you
break.
outside?
Sure.
I think wait, is Mr. Wade? Mr. Wade?
Yeah.
I haven't had a nap today. I'm so tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a resounding
I'll
yes.
just
Yeah, yeah,
lower it like
11,000.
11,000 sold.
That's all I
Sold
have.
for $11,000. It was a
Sold.
pleasure haggling with you.
I don't. It's whatever.
She's the business one, mind you.
Hey, Ellie.
Yes.
Can I see you over here for a second?
Do I have to?
Yes, yeah, you need to. Yeah.
That's a clean 11,000 right there. We didn't even buy
How
that
much-
elfin rifle.
How much?
Yeah.
How much do they usually go
We
for?
heckled Mac until he threw it at us.
Be a good starting point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna say 7.
6 or 7 ish, give or take.
I'll take it though. I need that money. I got like $1,800 in my fucking bank account.
Yeah, no, you're definitely gonna need more money than that.
The hell are you talking about? Huh?
What? I'm just saying.
What are you
Ethan.
trying to say? Huh?
I'm-
Saying I'm not a provider?
No,
Saying
I
you-
didn't
you-
say that
You're
at
saying you're a
all.
high class woman?
No, I never said that.
I think you're a high class woman.
You think I'm a high class woman?
Mm-hmm.
I take that.
You're foreign. You have to be. You're imported.
I'm important. Thank,
Yeah, you're-
thank you for that.
I was about to say you're vintage.
I'm not that old.
Imported vintage.
I'd
French
rather.
vineyard.
Making it sound like I'm old. Good lord.
You're not old. You're well aged.
That's not
Seasoned.
seasoned.
Seasoned. Yes.
I don't like that. I don't like that
You
one.
have been marinated.
I
Mhm.
Tenderized.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Can we go imported, please? Go back to imported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imported. It's good.
So we're
Yeah,
starting
imported.
at 7,000 for our negotiation, right?
No.
Sure.
Okay.
No, sold at 11. It's too late. It's already been agreed upon.
I didn't shake on it.
Bailey,
It's time to go.
Bailey, can you have a conversation with Isa, please?
What?
Isabella,
What?
if you would.
Oh no.
Y'all can go.
What did
have
I
fun.
do? What did I do?
Not shaking on it.
Shh, no, we just gotta be over here so we don't witness the crime.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna hit Ellie, all right? But you, teach her better.
I look forward to more of this when everything is over.
Old
Honestly, looking
Chinese
forward to it
man.
too.
Fuck you, man. I swear to God.
Vintage as well.
All right, all right. So you think
I was
I'm
just
old?
trying to think of things that are like high class and expensive.
Would an
I
old
mean,
man be able to
imported,
do this?
definitely. Vintage, I mean, yes, I
Vintage
guess.
is expensive.
Maybe not seasoned.
I
They
landed
actually-
that front flip. I landed that shit. Would an old man be able to do that?
I cannot wait to be a part of the chaos.
Honestly, I just
I'm fucking.
I
you.
cannot wait to stop being hit in the head with a fucking stick.
Shut up! You look like fucking discount Santa Claus.
Have you seen a doctor today?
Today, no. Yesterday I did.
Okay. I don't know how often they want you to go for a checkup.
They really don't know much about how to treat my issue other than just rest and
Oh,
ice.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yo.
He just came
You
over
alright?
here and went, ugh, in our ears.
Bring
Yeah,
out
yep.
As soon as you're ready
Mhm.
to make that purchase.
All right. All right.
We
have-
good to go
I
back in.
I believe it's on Jin's wagon where he has one of the clean ones. We have, I believe, another clean one that is over inside of the auction room. So just let me know and I'll get it over to you.
Sure.
can do.
All right. Fantastic. Well, Bailey, should we take our leave?
Thank you for humoring me.
Sure.
Hall. Shut the hall. All right. Well, you three, be good. Pleasure as always.
Mhm.
Yep.
We'll be talking soon.
Okay. Y'all be safe.
One's all.
Stay safe.
Be safe.
$11?
What?
Straight away. 11?
That is the price that I had in my head that they started at.
No,
Not the I don't remember.
the highest it goes for is 12.
Hook, line, and sinker, Mr. Way. We still
Well,
got it.
we do still got that. I just don't understand how I can have a student for over fucking 6 months if she hasn't learned a fucking thing. Am I failing as a teacher?
You are failing as a teacher, but you are
Shall we
failing.
wait a moment before leaving?
Oh yeah, it's just fine.
Probably to avoid all the shit talking that's going on.
Yep.
No, it's fine. You know what? We just don't buy it.
I figured probably a good idea not to look like we're leaving at the same time. You know, in case someone is watching.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute.
So, 11,000,
11,000.
I'll fucking shoot you both right in the eyes.
I did offer to help pay for it, don't forget.
I'm not buying it.
What, the gun?
Mm.
You agreed to a deal.
Yeah!
No, I'm not
Did,
buying it.
did. Well, okay. Alright, where's my horse?